Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx. This is my Monday Night Raw review for August 10th, 2020. We are 2 weeks away from the biggest event of the summer, party of the summer, whatever the hell they want to call it, SummerSlam 2020. The card is shaping up pretty well. I thought tonight's Raw was not offensive for the most part. Not saying it was great or even noteworthy. Kind of felt like an average episode of Raw. But compared to previous editions, I didn't come out feeling like I'm wasting my time as a wrestling fan. So this gets a thumbs up for that alone. With that said, though, there are a couple of segments that are noteworthy and should be talked about. Two of them, actually the best ones, opened and closed the show. But two of them involved promos between Ric Flair and Dominic Mysterio. That was an actually well delivered, well produced, and well executed promo. So you're gonna give, hopefully you guys will give some praise to Dominic, because I love seeing him improve. I love seeing him do his thing. But let's go ahead and get to this Raw review. This is the first time you're watching me. If it is, well, hold on.
I'm not sure what you think or heard, but I think this Retribution stable are the wrestlers furloughed from COVID.
See, I would like to believe that would be a good storyline, but most of the wrestlers who are furloughed are already in different companies. Well, released, furloughed. Who else would it be then if they were furloughed? I guess I would have to go back through the list and just speculate based off that list who would it be. But it's going to be hard for me to get together a group of people that could possibly fit that storyline. It's not a bad storyline. It's just a lot of the people who are furloughed, aka released, are already working for a different company. EC3 is in Impact Wrestling. Heath Slater is in Impact Wrestling. We'd be here all day just listing all the people who would make this work, but you know. If this is the first time you're watching me, like the video, subscribe, click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. And most importantly, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Buy yourself a t-shirt today. Pro Wrestling Tees or Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt for you old school throwback fans, a classic Deluxe Man, and new school Alyx's World shirts. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at VX1. Alyx's World. Also give me a follow on Instagram. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com. Buy yourself, well, I already said buy the t-shirt. I'm already saying it twice. I guess I really want you to buy the t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees or Teespring. But you can also donate. You can donate using Super Chat. That is on right now. But you can also donate using PayPal or Patreon. So Patreon is very important because in case you guys haven't been keeping up with me, my second channel, Deluxe Man V2, aka Alyx Music V2, with all my mashups and all my compilations, was taken down, was copyright struck. And I'm currently working with YouTube to get it back because really I shouldn't have lost the channel. The people who made the copyright strike don't really have the leverage to be making the strike, because if WWE had struck it down, I would be screwed. But it came from a different company who are striking down my videos, and they shouldn't be. So we're looking into it. In the meantime, all of my mashups and all of my compilations and even vocal covers are on my Patreon. So if you want the compilations and the mashups, I would check out my Patreon. Just donate $5 a month, and it's yours. You know, you can have all the compilations. You can check them out then. It's temporary. Definitely temporary for sure. And I hope it is. I would like to think it is. But this is what I gotta do. This is the only way I can make this happen. So if you miss all the compilations and you want to catch them, even vocal covers and all that stuff, you'll want to check out my Patreon. So get to that today. The link to that is down below in the description. And as I said before, the live chat still not working. I don't know what the deal is. Streamlabs has... They're saying it's a problem on my end. I've done everything they've asked me to do. I've reconnected the account. I've disconnected and reconnected the account. I have cleared up the backup files. I've uninstalled and reinstalled OBS. I don't know what else I need to do. Like, if I'm doing everything you're asking me to do, there's really nothing else. Like, what else do you need me to do here? So, I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated because it's messing up my streams. But whatever. We'll see what we can do about that. Just be more patient with me on the live chat. As you can tell, I'm just not in the best of moods. It just really bothers me that a lot of things that are going wrong are out of my control and I cannot fix it. Losing my second channel and then losing my live chat. And then being blamed for it, saying that I'm the one that is causing all this. So it's just like I have no control over any of this stuff. You know, my second channel, I was following the copyright fair use laws. And even though you still do that, apparently you can still lose your videos if the website deems worthy. And then... So if I was stingy or, how do I say, snippy with you on Twitter today, I apologize ahead of time. I don't mean to be an asshole to people. I really don't. I don't like being mean to people. You know, I might defend myself if you're an asshole to me. That's different. If you come at me mean, if you come at me a certain way that I feel insulted by, I might, you know, retaliate back. But in terms of me just, you know, just waking up and just having a bad day and taking it out on people, I hate doing that. I've done it before, and I gotta work on it. When I say this is a safe space for wrestling fans, I want it to be a legit safe space. Ain't no goddamn joke. So, thank you for watching and making me a part of your day. Can we go out of order for this Raw? Because I don't have much else to say for any of the segments outside the final segment and the beginning segment. Let's just go out of order. The best thing about this show happened at the end. That involved Ric Flair and Randy Orton. Now, the main event was Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. It was okay. I don't know what it is about KO and RKO. They don't have the best chemistry. It was a match. Wasn't a bad match. Wasn't a great match. It was a match. I'm not going to watch it twice. Kind of disappointing. Because I would expect these two to go out there and kill it. But it's whatever. After the match, though, Randy Orton gets on the microphone. And he starts telling Ric Flair how he's upset. He's disappointed in the Nature Boy Ric Flair for going out of his way to make this match happen between him and KO. You know, he has every right to be upset with Ric Flair. But he just can't get angry with the Nature Boy. He can't find it in his heart. But he really finds Ric Flair's ego to be an anchor in his rise to the top. He feels like the Ric Flair now, the one standing in front of him, the 71-year-old Ric Flair, is not what he used to be. It's a man with a pacemaker in his heart. It's a man who didn't... It wasn't the Ric Flair who bailed his ass out when he was a 20-year-old punk and then helped him get into Evolution. You know? He doesn't respect him anymore. Because it's not, woo! The kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun! Essentially saying, you're a shell of your former self. You're old. And for me, it was a very uncomfortable promo to hear. It was uncomfortable because it was true. We're seeing this man become a relic before our very eyes. And to hear Randy Orton address it, just tear the walls down, and make us realize that this is not the Ric Flair that we grew up with. The Ric Flair that we have loved for decades is now gone. That's a tearjerker, man. That hurts. That hurts to hear and see. Even though it's true. But then Ric Flair gets the microphone. And then, you know, at this point, I'm just like, yo, okay, we're already there. We're already emotional. But then Ric motherfucking Flair. Okay. I just have to get my words together. He responds to Randy Orton's allegations that he's not the Ric Flair of old. He's a junkie for the spotlight, and he has a pacemaker in his chest. The fact that he slipped into a coma 2 summers ago, that was also just, oh, dude, come on. But then he gets on the microphone and says he's taking this very personal, and he hears them. But he wants to tell him a couple of things. He admits it. He admits that he's not the Ric Flair that we grew up with. He is no longer that guy. He just straight up said, yeah, I'm not the Ric Flair that you know, Randy, from 2001. I'm not the Ric Flair that I know. That alone was hard to hear. Like, damn. He even says, yes, he does love the spotlight. He does want to be a part of Raw. Who wouldn't? He has people like Hulk Hogan and all these legends calling him like, bro, what does it feel like to be back inside that ring? Because they can't do it anymore. I am privileged. Ric Flair says he is privileged to be able to still do this at 71 years old, while people like the people he worked with, the legends back in the day, they can't do it anymore. And when you think about the fact that this man was practically dead, was on his deathbed, and kicked out at 2, he is now trying to live the best life he can because we all know it's limited. They went there in this promo. And it was hard for me as a fan who loves Ric Flair, who loves the wrestling business, who knows what the shit that he goes through and what he's dealing with. It was hard for me. They went there. But he continues, he talks about, yes, all he wants is Randy's approval. He doesn't just want Randy to be the greatest of all time. He wants Randy to beat Ric Flair's record. He wants him to be an 18-time world champ. Not John Cena. He doesn't want John Cena to do it. He wants Randy Orton to do it. You know, he said when Randy Orton was home before they had cell phones, he understood the chaos that Randy Orton went through at a young age. All the stuff that all the struggles and the mischief that he was going through. And he always knew that one day he was going to be the greatest wrestler in the world. That's why he can't be mad at him. And then this is when the promo just, I was almost in tears. I'm not going to lie. I'm a man, but I'm just being real with you. He starts talking about after 31 days of being in intensive care, in a coma, for 12 of them, he woke up and all he wanted in his life was to tell people he hadn't told that he loves them. And to make sure everybody he loves know how he felt. He called around everyone he loves. And he's not trying to take anything from Orton. But all he wants to do is live his best life.
Where in the world is... I'm in San Diego.
Kinda wish Randy said that to Undertaker years ago.
Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, it would have been painful to hear from Taker as well. He says he knows he's just Charlotte's dad and part of Randy Orton's life, and he can't be Ric Flair anymore. But all he wants to do is get everything he can, and if that's all he's known, if that's all he's known as, if that's all he can do, then that's all he wants. And then Randy Orton hugs him, and you already knew where this was going. You already knew, all right, when is he gonna attack him, turn on him? But Ric Flair is still the king in terms of making you give a shit. He knew exactly what to say and how to say it. At 71 years old, this man is still making people realize why they're wrestling fans. Like this is why I love this son of a bitch. This is why he's one of the greatest of all time. This is why I got into wrestling. This is why I'm a wrestling fan. Flair was excellent here. This was an excellent promo by Ric Flair. So when Ric Flair got his ass kicked by Randy Orton, man, I expected those PC trainees to want to tear down that plexiglass. They would be trying to get inside the ring to kick Orton's ass. They should be trying to riot. But what do? Shame. 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 What the This is why I don't like these clearly choreographed, scripted audiences that we have with WWE right now. They are told a certain way to act. And even if that was the case, they should be booing their lights out. They should be booing the hell out of this. They should be angry. They should be, like, visibly smacking the Pepsi glass. Like, I'm gonna kill you, Randy. Like, that's what I should be getting, not shame. 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 But then the segment ends with Randy Orton going for the punt, as we all thought. But because, you know, we're doing the whole Retribution storyline, throughout the night we got the lights going on and off. Because apparently WWE can't pay the fucking bills. But when Randy Orton is going for the punt, they turn off the lights. And, you know, they want you to visualize Orton kicking Flair. They do the whole, alright, we'll leave it up to your imagination of what happened to Flair. But I'm going to be real with you. And I might get heat for this and whatever. Get mad at me all you want. I personally think them turning off the lights before Randy Orton kicked them took me out of it. Now here come the simps. Oh, so you want Ric Flair to actually get kicked in the head? I'm sorry, has Randy Orton actually ever kicked someone in the head with the punt? I've always thought it was him grazing his foot across it, and it was him smacking his leg to create the effect. Why the fuck would I want him to actually kick him in the head? What's wrong with you? That's why I don't like these defenders of WWE. They always expect me. They always do this thing where they make me or fans that think like me feel or look like vicious, heartless bastards because we express ourselves about, okay, that segment would have been better if you did this. I don't like that they turned the lights off before Randy could Flair. They could have easily shot it from a different angle to where you didn't see Orton miss his head or graze his head, and it still would have looked believable. He's done that before with people much younger, a lot younger than Flair. You don't have to literally have Orton kick him in the head. And I get it. He's not supposed to take bumps, which again brings up the question, if you wasn't going to have him take a bump, if you wasn't going to have him actually get physical, why is he there? You knew exactly what you were signing up with the moment you brought him in. You knew eventually he was going to get attacked and had to get physical. Maybe you could have done some things to get around it, yeah, but you knew that the moment he was on TV, when he came back, you knew he was going to get attacked. You knew he was going to get physical. It was only a matter of time. So they don't do this whole bullshit, well, we have to protect Flair. He's old. We don't want him to get hurt or get injured. So why is he here? Why did you bring him on? The moment he showed up, the moment you saw him on TV, you should have resigned yourself to, all right, he's going to get physical somehow. Might not be as physical as we expect, but he was there. So to me, I think you did this promo a disservice by turning those lights off. I should have seen him, at the very least, look like he was kicking and made it look believable. That would have added more effect and probably would have made this one of the best promos of 2020. But the fact that you turned it off, I was like, oh, he didn't really kick him. And if I thought that, the casuals thought that. These casuals aren't stupid. You think these casual viewers watch this shit and go, oh my god, he must have really kicked him. The moment those lights went off, everybody just went, he didn't really kick him, did he? Again, the Simps, what do you want him to really kick? I'm so sick of these. I say this is a safe space for wrestling fans. And I want you guys to know, you are free to express your opinion. If you thought the segment was amazing, if you thought it was perfect, I really want you to have that. I really want you to, first off, express it. Let me know down below in the comments. But I want you to take this, and I want you to let me take it away from you. I am speaking for me personally. I am speaking for me. I do not like the fact that they turned off those lights. And I think you did the promo a disservice and you did Flair a disservice, because he did all that work, cut an excellent promo, and you took away from his promo. You did. McIntyre eventually came out to run off Orton for doing such a horrible thing while the crowd is chanting shame. That also just really annoyed me. Why are y'all chanting shame? Y'all should be trying to bust through that Pepsi glass. What the fuck, Orton? You know what I mean? Because Orton's doing some excellent work. Some of the best work of his career. And I don't think these PC trainees have an idea of what it's like to be. I mean, they should. I mean, if you're real fans, you would know how to react to this. I don't think some of these people have actually been fans. I think they hired some people that were just like, well, I want a job. Because if they were real fans, I would think they would be pissed off. Because But outside the lights going off and making it very obvious that he didn't kick him, and the chants, I thought this was an awesome segment. I thought this was a very believable, very convincing way to write off Ric Flair, but at the same time, build into the match between McIntyre and Orton. Now, I'm hearing speculation from fans that say this is not actually the thing. I do believe that there is some, what's the word I'm looking for? There is some credence. There is some credibility to the idea that, well, maybe Orton didn't really kick him, and they're going to turn on McIntyre at SummerSlam. They did the whole turn the lights off to fake out the attack, to take down McIntyre's guard and attack him, and have Orton beat him for the championship. There's something to that. A little too creative for WWE, but I'm going to let you have that. I'll let you have that one. I don't think that's the case. I do think this is them writing off Flair because he's 71 years old and he shouldn't be there to begin with. Don't you think? That's just how I feel. But awesome segment. Could have been perfect. Could have been so much better if they just took off those little things. And they are... Well, okay. Like, I made it seem like it was a big deal. For me, it was. But in reality, it's just little small things that, to me, didn't really hurt the overall emotional impact of the segment. So, awesome closing segment. Give me your thoughts about that down below. In terms of the other segment that I thought was great, the opening between Dominic and Pastor Seth Rollins, the cult leader Seth Rollins. I'm still waiting for him to get a name for this cult, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting personally to get just a little bored of the gimmick because it feels like it's hitting a brick wall. Like, okay, it's hit a brick wall. Like, all right, like what, dude? Why did you start all of this? Like, what? We all know that the premise of the cult gimmick, whatever the hell this is, this false prophet, is that he feels like he's Jesus Christ. You know, he sacrificed himself for our sins, and we didn't love him, and he's doing it for the greater good. When in reality, he got his little feelings hurt because the crowd turned on him, and he became a sadistic son of a bitch because of it. He became bitter because of it. The premise sounds great, but I feel like now it's losing steam because we don't have a long-term direction for it. Now it's like, all right, dude, like, it's where are we going with this? What's the hope? What's the true ultimate purpose of this cult? Like, is he trying to find people that believe that he was wronged? Like, is he trying to turn people to his side and he has a big ego about it? Is he trying to start his own religion? A more sadistic religion? Does he think he's a god? Does he worship a god? Like, I'm trying to figure out, and it's hard to do this too when you've lost AOP and Austin Theory. So it had steam and then it just kind of stopped because now it's just him and Buddy Murphy. Still, it's just like you could have. Like, I thought they were gonna do something with Rollins where we would have random people joining his cult. Like, he'll get, like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe he'll have, like, a Dark Order. Like, AEW Dark Order kind of thing, where you'll have certain random personalities, maybe PC trainees joining his cult, and maybe you'll have, like, a church or an altar of people worshiping at his feet. Like, I feel like we should be doing a lot more with this gimmick than we are. All he is just going out there and, I don't know, just being a heel. Good heel. But I feel like in terms of what we could be doing with it, we're kind of just... we're scraping our heels about it. That's just me. That's just how I feel. But I thought this, despite the lack of direction for Rollins' new gimmick.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Alex, you're one of my favorite podcasts. Awesome job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, Angel Club WWE, for the love. Oh, but what was I saying? I thought the segment was great with him, Samoa Joe, and Dominic. You had Joe basically helping to carry the microphone skill, the promo aspect for Dominic, who we all know is still weak in that department. He still needs some work. He's a little green. But it was good to have Joe speak up for him, tear Seth Rollins down, and reveal the fact that the only reason why you're acting this way is because you're a little bitch, because you got booed by the audience for just a few weeks, and then you felt like you felt like the whole world turned against you and you threw a hissy fit about it, which is true. That's exactly what happened, which is why I love this gimmick. It has a good premise. It's just we're not getting the most out of it. I like what we can do with it. We're just not doing enough with it, which is WWE essentially. So, Rollins starts speaking and he says the usual, Dominic, you're in over your head. What I do is for the greater mankind and the great of everyone, the greater good, whatever the fuck. But then Dominic starts talking. And, you know, Dominic. And by the way, is it Dominic or K? Is it Dominique with a C or Dominique with a K? I've always wondered that because I've seen people spell it like two different ways. I spell it with a K, but I'm wondering, is it spelled with a C? You'll have to help me out there because I'm still not sure how you're supposed to spell his name. Regardless, he starts talking about how he's going to avenge his father, and he's tired of Rollins lying and pretending to be some prophet to help everybody, but he's going to expose him to be someone he's not. Very simple promo, and he delivered it well, as he should have.
Alex, you are smart guy, better than good McWork.
I'm going to tell him you said that. For the record, I'm not better than you, Greg. I didn't tell him to say that. Sam said that on his own. Greg, you're better than me. I don't give a shit what y'all say. Good mic work has always been better than me. He will always be better than me. And he deserves more subscribers than me. He deserves to be a lot more popular than he is. I am not going to sit here and pretend this man that Sam P. Boone just said is better, is not as good as me. I'm not going to sit here and agree. I can't. Good mic work is the reason why I'm doing this. If good mic work didn't do it first, before I did, you wouldn't have a Deluxe, man. You wouldn't have just Alex. And then we have a match between Seth Rollins and, what was it? It was Angel Garza's cousin. Let me look it up. Humberto Carrillo. I forgot his name. That's how irrelevant he is. Quite frankly, the match was nothing. Rollins kicked his ass. And then afterwards is where we got the really good stuff. So after freaking Rollins beat the shit out of Carrillo. Okay. Humberto Carrillo. Post-match, Murphy blindsides Dominic Mysterio and puts the boots to him. And then we get a very long, very uncomfortable.
Carmen San Diego.
You cut a good promo. Nice. Happy birthday, Ultra.
Wait, it's Ultra Shadow's birthday? Dude, for real? Well, Ultra Shadow, happy birthday, man. Everyone say happy birthday to one of the greatest mods here on YouTube. Shout out to Ultra Shadow 97. Thank you for the love. Thank you for everything you do for me. One of the most dedicated fans, followers on my channel. I'm proud to have him as moderator. So, congratulations and happy birthday, Ultra. And if you're old enough to drink, I hope you celebrate this weekend. But yeah, the beatdown was uncomfortable. It was really, really hard to watch. Matter of fact, I might have photos. I do have photos of the beatdown. Let me go to my Twitter page, and y'all can see firsthand the results of Dominic's ass whooping, if you know what I mean. It was, here it is. Oh my goodness, this looks horrible. So, if you guys have uneasy stomachs, you might want to turn away. But you've been warned. So, that's how Dominic looks right now. Those are the results of the beatdown. He got his ass handed to him. It was so uncomfortable to watch, but it was very well done. I thought Rollins looked great. I thought him taunting Rey Mysterio through the camera. Hey Ray, you want to come save your son? Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see this, because he took out his eye. You know, it was the kind of segment that I wish was in front of a crowd. Because if it was in front of a crowd, you would know he would have nuclear heat. You know Rollins would have gotten booed out of the arena in a good way. Man. So if you haven't seen this segment, do go watch it. You can find it on YouTube. You don't have to watch the entire episode of Raw. Go watch this beatdown. He sold it very well, too.
I feel like the kendo stick beatdown was Dominic's idea. That's definitely one way to earn respect.
Oh yeah, he's paying his dues. You cannot tell me Dominic doesn't respect this business. He doesn't respect this business. You can't tell me. It takes a man with a lot of guts and a lot of heart to get his ass kicked like that. So, I have very high hopes for him. I said it right there on my tweet. I have high hopes for Dominic Mysterio. See, that's how I spell Dominic, with a K, not a C. But is it spelled with a C or a K? We'll find out. He got his ass handed to him, man. It was crazy. Crazy how much beating he took. And he sold it very well. I think this kid has it. I think we got something special here. It's going to take a while for him to reach it, but I'm very high on Dominic Mysterio. And I'm looking forward to his match with Seth Rollins. And I hope you are too, because after this kind of beatdown, the stuff that he's willing to take, the bumps that he's willing to take, I think we're in for something special at SummerSlam. That's just what I think. I don't know what you guys think. Somebody asked me in the live chat, are these real scars? Those are real, legit scars. Those are legit scars. I'm not making this up. Alright. That's basically all the good things that happened on Raw tonight. I was gonna say Raw and SmackDown, but Raw tonight. The rest of the stuff just was kind of there. What happened next? I forgot what even happened next after this. It must have been... Was it Andrade versus Angelo Dawkins? Yeah, so Andrade took on Angelo Dawkins. This is basically revenge for them poisoning, or... They say they didn't do it, but... Okay. It's kind of hard to buy them at this point. But yeah, they said they didn't poison Montez Ford, but Angelo Dawkins and, of course, Bianca Belair didn't believe him, so that's why we have this match. Angelo Dawkins wins with the bootlegged lowdown, the little sit-out spine buster, but he calls it the Cashapp. So Angelo Dawkins won his match against Andrade. And then we got Bianca Belair and Zelina Vega, which, look, I can watch these two all day for more than one reason, especially Zelina Vega. She knows she fine. She knows she too fine. That girl knows she fine as hell. She do it on purpose. Does anyone here follow her on Instagram? Most of you probably do, because y'all virgins like me. Don't you? This fucking shit. Because you know how they say wrestling fans are virgins, whatever. Ooh, I know what that is. I love that. That's a big super chat.
Welcome to the business, kid. Jesus Christ. Also, happy birthday, Ultra Shadow.
There you go. There you go. Ultra Shadow, you getting that love, buddy? I love it. Y'all keep giving him that love. He deserves all the love. Matter of fact, if you're going to donate more super chats, if you have a super chat, be sure you say happy birthday, Ultra Shadow. I don't know, do you care if they use your real name? Nicholas. I like that. Nicholas. Not Nicholas, but Nicholas. Do it like that. Nicholas. With a lot of S's. I hope someone actually donates with the super chat with a Nicholas. I wonder how that would sound with the actual voiceover. I can watch Zelina wrestle all day because she knows she's fine. She do it on purpose. Her Instagram is basically her in bikinis, half naked, going, "Oh my god, where did my clothes go?" And she plays video games too. That's wifey. Aleister Black, you son of a bitch. You lucky bastard. Same thing with Cody and Brandy. Brandy, god damn it. I look at Cody and Aleister Black and go, I hate you, but I respect you. Now, Bianca got booty. Now, there's a difference between a butt, ass, and booty. This is a butt. This wall right here is what Charlotte has. Charlotte has a butt. It's about as flat as this wall. And then you got ass. It's just, all right, it's there. Like, Natalya has ass. It's there. Lana has ass. It's there. Then you got booty. Sasha has a booty. Bayley has a booty. And Bianca got a booty. Not all of them have a... I know what that is. Hold up.
Okay, we can crank it up for his birthday if you want, Alyx. Happy birthday, Nicholas.
Okay. S.
San Diego.
Happy V-Day to former tag team champion Nicholas.
This is for you, buddy. This is for you, Nick. It's all for you, Nicholas. A lot of love for Nicholas. He's more over than most of the people here on Raw. You know it's true. My moderators are more popular than some people on Monday Night Raw. Anyways, Bianca Belair got booty. And Zelina, I haven't really looked at her from the backside. Zelina got body. I don't know if she got booty. She probably has ass. I have to check it out. Anyways, no. Bianca Belair whipped that ass because she's the EST of WWE. But throughout the match, you had Zelina go, she was saying, I didn't do it. I didn't touch him. I didn't poison Montez Ford. I didn't do it. 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 I don't know why I don't even know what that is. There's some movie that sounds like that. Someone probably figured it out in the live chat. There's a storyline going on where maybe someone else attacked or poisoned Montez Ford. I don't know. We'll see what goes on there. But they're building to the tag match for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. Cool with me. The Hurt Business! Yeah, the VIP lounge for MVP and Lashley and Shelton. He's talking about how he was screwed out of the tag titles, the U.S. title. I can't even differentiate the titles anymore. What's wrong with me? He was screwed out of the U.S. title last week because the lights went off and on, and he calls it a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Apollo never beat him fair and square. And so Apollo enters, and Apollo may also need some work on the microphone, but he's slowly but surely making improvements. It needs some tightening up, but he's getting comfortable, which I like. But basically, they're talking about how Cruz is going to turn his lights out at SummerSlam. Here's what I want. Let me tell you what I want. I want to see Apollo Crews pull a finger poke of doom. You're asking me what the hell is that? So, in 1999, WCW, most of you know what this is, but some of you don't because you lived under a rock, but 1999, there was an angle with Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan during the NWO. And Kevin Nash was the world champ, and he wanted to end the black and white. He wanted to put an end to it and just give birth to the red and black, right? So during this match, Hulk Hogan tapped Kevin Nash on the shoulder, and he just falls and pins him 1, 2, 3. And it was all a big ruse to get the title back on Hogan, and they merged all forms of the NWO. They merged red and black with white and black, and It was one of the worst things that could happen for WCW because I feel like to me that was the beginning of the end. Now, 1999 WCW wasn't all terrible. They still had some good things going on for them, but it was never the same after that. That was the beginning of the end. They started losing money because that's when WWF started popping off and really started catching wind of some things. So, yeah. Here, I think a finger poke of doom would not only be clever and play on what happened in WCW. I think it could actually improve Apollo Crews' career. Imagine Apollo Crews tapping MVP, he falls over, and then he joins the Hurt Business, which is what I want. I want Apollo Crews to turn heel. I want him to join the Hurt Business. It's not Hurt Business. Don't get proper with me. It's not the Hurt Business. It's Hurt Business. Hurt. You don't say hurt. It's hurt. You hurt. It's not business. Your business acumen. No, it's business. Business. Say it with me. Hurt business. We're going to say that again. Hurt business. Thank you. Your checks are in the mail. That's it for the class tonight. Good night. No, I want him to join the stable. I want Apollo Crews to be a member. And I feel like that would be the best for him. Because after he's done with MVP, I don't see him lasting. I see him lasting full term, long term with MVP.
$100 donation.
I shall claim the chat championship tonight. One more for Ultra's birthday. Sorry, keep interrupting, Alyx, but I just had to.
Bro, like, Victor, they coming for... You got Adam Phillips coming for you. You got Arthur coming for you. You got Aaron Sherwood who just came back. You got others. Victor, you better be ready to defend that belt at SummerSlam. Because they coming. They coming for that championship, boy. They coming for it. Arthur, my man, thank you. Thank you so much for that huge donation. And for my boy Nick, for Nick, my boy, happy birthday. He's doing it for you. He did it for Nicholas. I like it though. I like the competition we got going on. Alright. I love it. Thank you so much, y'all. Ultra Shadow. That's for you, boy. That's for you. Now, Apollo Crews did end up fighting Shelton Benjamin, and he lost to Shelton Benjamin by a distraction roll-up. I'm cool with that. See, champions losing dirty, no issues with that whatsoever, because it creates the idea that he could have won if it was a fair match. So, if champions are supposed to lose, and if they're going to lose, do it in a fashion where you protect them. This was protecting Apollo Crews, which I appreciate. I thought that was really cool of them. And then after the match, you saw Bobby Lashley going to hook in that full Nelson, and then MVP was like, wait, nah, he's telling him, don't hurt him, save him for SummerSlam.
Maybe it's a good thing I only just got my job back. 'Cause the way this is looking, I don't stand a chance.
Bro, here's what I'm gonna say, Aaron. I know what you're doing. This is exactly what Jeff Hardy did. My boy's pulling the whole Jeff Hardy. I don't stand a chance. I can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. And then we get to SummerSlam, and this man pulls out the biggest donation I've ever seen. I see what you're doing, Aaron. It's a good storyline. Keep it up. I like it, though. It's smart. Yeah, so you can see how this could lead to a heel turn, and it should. I'm going to be pushing for it. I don't care. I want Apollo Crews to turn heel and join the Hurt Business. Again, it's not called the Hurt Business. Okay, put your college degrees away. Okay? This is not proper English hour. We gonna say it the right way. It's called the Hood Business. You got it? And tell them your boy, Alyx, just Alyx, told you. Oh, thank you guys so much. Apparently, we're killing it with the live chat here. I'm so upset I am so pissed off that I cannot show this live chat. It looks so goddamn awesome right now. You guys are so cool. He did it for you. Arthur did it for you, Ultra Shadow. Show him some love. Oh, one more thing. I should promote this real quickly so you guys don't forget. And I got all of next week to promote it. So in case you forget, we're good. For my SummerSlam review, I will be doing a special giveaway. I will be giving away one Winged Eagle WWF World Championship to a special winner. I think last month I did wireless earbuds. This way I'm doing it. I'm going big. We going big. One winner will win a WWF Winged Eagle Championship. One winner. One person. How you win? All you have to do is be in the live chat. And then it will be a random drawing. Yeah, I'm nice like that. That's you're welcome. You're welcome. I'll get it for you. I have a special offer, a special edition, a special kind of offer where I can get one. So when you win, you send me your email address and your address and blah 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 through my email, and I'll get your name. Blah, 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 blah. We'll work that out for the winner. But just letting you know what we're doing for SummerSlam. Special giveaway. Plus, if you're looking to get this Super Chat Championship away from Victor. By the way, Victor has told us that he is calling his shot at SummerSlam. So be careful. You go for that championship. You take your shot. You better not miss. AKA Finn Balor. I'm purposely just wasting time because I don't want to talk about the rest of the show. Quite frankly, it's just whatever. Lana and Natalya are a team. They're doing the whole ew. Like, oh my god, ew. Beautiful people. Bella twins. Lay cool gimmick where because they're blondes and they look alike, we're pretty ladies. Like, what the fuck, Erik? Get the fuck off my TV set. Get the fuck off my set. But we got Mickie James. Mickie James came back and she looks gorgeous. Why the hell is she not on TV? She's gonna fight Natalya next week, I guess. Why can't she fight them this week? I don't know. Apparently, Natalya and Lana are calling themselves BOAT. Best of all time. And it's funny to me that following this, we got a goddamn 8-man tag with ninjas. I'm not kidding you. It was literal. I love this. On WWE.com, they called them, I love this. It's Akira Tozawa with Ninja 1, Ninja 2, and Ninja 3. They don't even have names. They're just ninjas with numbers. I'm done with this company, man. Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, and the Viking Raiders beat the piss out of these ninjas who also look like Retribution. And by the way, they do a segment not too long after this with Retribution throwing a cinder block through a window. And you have one security guard. Stab! Stab! Stab it! Stab! One security guard. Stab! Don't do it! Stab! No! And then Retribution like, oh yeah? What are you gonna do, pipsqueak? Look like an 80s show. It's horrible.
And I can feel it coming in the air.
Damn.
Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
I'll see Victor at SummerSlam. If he's man enough to show up. Drops mic.
I mean, goddamn, I think Arthur just donated $500 in this one stream alone. Because he's that goddamn awesome. So Victor, you got competition. Victor, you already had Adam Phillips make his claim to take your title. Then you got Arthur making his claim. And you got Aaron Sherwood playing like he ain't gonna do shit. And you already know he is. Victor, You better not be playing around. You want to keep that belt. They coming. I'm telling you right now, the Super Chat Championship might be the most prestigious championship ever. At least here on YouTube. Anyways, what's next? Oh yeah, Retribution looks like... That's another thing too. Is it just me, or does Retribution look like the ninjas? Like, they look too similar. Can we change, like, their color? Like, give Retribution some kind of a different look overall, because they look too much like the ninjas. I can't tell them apart. If they stood side by side, I wouldn't know which is which. Oh, and R-Truth won the 24/7 title back for like the 38th time? Alright. McIntyre had a promo, called Randy Orton a bitch, and he didn't call him a bitch. He basically said, I'm gonna beat that ass at SummerSlam. Liv Morgan had a match with Peyton Royce, who, by the way, apparently is high on Vince McMahon's list. Peyton Royce is high on Vince's list. Really? What took you so goddamn long? She's always been great. For real, I've always loved Peyton Royce. She's always been one of my favorites. About time he realized this woman is good. Now, I hope he wakes up on Liv Morgan, because she's just as good. But Peyton Royce is a start. You see why she dyed her hair blonde, right? Peyton Royce knew exactly what she was doing. Now you see why she dyed her hair blonde. She's like, you know what? Being a brunette ain't helping. Let me put some blonde streaks. Let me lighten this up a little bit. Maybe I put some light. It'll get in Vince's eyes. Vince McMahon was watching TV just like, God damn it! Who is that Australian beauty? Where did she come from? You got one of the workers. Sir, that's Peyton Royce. She's been here for a couple of years now. Well, how come she hasn't been getting TV time? Why have you been booking her in segments? Sir, we have been booking her. Oh, shut up! Shut up! If I want it mouth, I get Kevin Dunn. If I wanted you to give me your mouth, I would ask Kevin Dunn to speak. I want more TV time for Peyton Royce. And who is this woman next to her? That's Billie Kay, sir. That's her tag team partner. I don't like her. Put her on Superstars. Put her on Main Event. Or send her back to NXT. I want that Peyton Royce chick. Now that, my friends, that's such good shit. Hey, do what you gotta do. Peyton Royce knew. Like, you know what? I'm tired of losing, so I'm gonna go ahead and dye my hair blonde. And some of you are going, what about Liv Morgan? Well, Liv Morgan's been winning too. Like, hey, Liv Morgan might not win them all, but at least she's on TV. Liv Morgan didn't used to be on TV all that much. Now she's getting TV time at least. I'm just saying. And when it's all said and done, Ruby Riott, I don't know, I feel kind of bad for her. She might want to consider doing one of those Seth Rollins looks. Instead of getting green hair, she needs to go ahead and like half black and half blonde, so at least she'll be able to see. He'll be able to see her. I do like that finisher by Peyton Royce, the corkscrew brainbuster. That was nice. Then we got more Raw Underground. We had Arturo Rojas from NXT. We had Babatunde. What's his name again? What's the new name? I think it's Dabba-Kato. Dabba-Kato. Oh no. I like Babatunde. I like that better. Babatunde. Now, Dabba-Kato. It still works. Dabba-Kato. What do I sound like? Shao Kahn. Fight. Dabba-Kato. That's what he's being known as. I want to see who is that big ass black bodyguard. I want to see him fight. That would have been nice. We also had Shayna Baszler getting there and whoop some girl's ass 3-on-1, so that was nice too. No strippers tonight. Oh, lame. So there were no real developments with Retribution and Raw Underground. They're just letting Retribution just do whatever the hell they want. And apparently Retribution flipped over a car. We need to talk about this. Retribution flipped over a car. These little 5'10", 5'7" midgets about my height. There was a car. It was a long car, big too. Flipped over behind the scenes. And I'm like, who flipped over that car? How did they flip over that car? It's like 5 people there. And someone on Twitter, well, Alyx, it happens all the time. You know, people flip over cars. Yes, when it's a gang, when it's like 10, 12 people, sure. There was like 5 people out there. I don't buy it they flipped over that goddamn car. They look small as hell. Unless one of them is Braun Strowman, which I seriously doubt. And then I love this argument too. Someone on Twitter was like, well, Braun Strowman, when he did it, it didn't look believable because he had help. It was a he had a contraption. I'm just like, well no shit. Duh. There was a contraption that helped him flip it over. I'm just like, I'm pretty sure you could use that same argument for these guys. The difference is, under the same circumstances, I would believe Braun Strowman because he's 6'8", 380, almost 400 pounds. These guys look short. These guys look smaller than me. And I'm skinny. And I know damn well I can't flip over a car. But whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Not much came out of Raw Underground and Retribution tonight. I thought it was kind of weak in terms of that aspect. Asuka versus Bayley. This was a good match. I already knew Bayley was going to lose because Bayley never beats Asuka. I didn't think Bayley would lose clean. I thought they would have done one of those where Sasha's going to try to help and then she fucks it up for Bayley and then that protects Bayley but gets Asuka the victory and then adds to their dissension. No, Asuka just beats Bayley clean. She just literally beat Bayley clean. Made her tap out. I'm like, oh, okay. Fuck protecting your champions, I guess, but alright. Yeah, she just beat Bayley clean. Alright, damn. So, Asuka versus Sasha Banks at SummerSlam. I don't see Sasha retaining because Sasha doesn't do a very good job of retaining singles titles. Every time she defends that belt, she loses. She has yet to defend any singles championship once. Seriously, she can't defend NXT championship. Yeah, she's defended that, but in terms of Raw and SmackDown, she's lost on every single first defense. I don't see that curse breaking at SummerSlam, unfortunately. Is it Kevin Owens and Randy Orton? Okay, so that's basically it. That's Raw. Wow, I did it. I got through Raw. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the love and support. I promise you, eventually, we will get the live chat back. Let me at least read some live chat comments. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of my live chat not getting any love. Alright. So, here's a comment from Sam3. We need more cuts to Sasha. Zoom into her reaction every 5 seconds. We don't need any more goddamn random camera cuts. We get too much of those as it is. But you want more Sasha on TV. I get what you're saying. Kane the bad guy. It depends on the weight of the car. I mean, the car itself looked very big. If it was just like a small Jeep, I mean, okay, maybe I could believe it. But it was like a very long, very heavy car. So I couldn't buy that they flipped that over. Oh, Elias Demi. God damn it, Vince removed the strippers. He was upset, like I was. And then I love this from Elias. Elias said, my mama said strippers aren't PG. Your mama is smart. I love your mama. She should be in this live chat. Let's see here. Firestar Heart wants some apple pie. What the hell? Oh. I get it. My boy Firestar. That boy said, I'm getting a certain craving for apple pie. High five. It was a virtual high five for Firestar. There you go. My boy, by the way, Firestar Heart. I'm not trying to rush you. But the project that we're working on, if you can have it ready by SummerSlam, well, you would have to have it a week before SummerSlam because that would have to get published on Teespring and get published by Pro Wrestling Tees. But if you can have it ready within the next week or so, I can start selling it by SummerSlam. Now you can also have it ready by Payback because we're doing 2 pay-per-views, SummerSlam or Payback. But I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be busy when the SummerSlam review hits. So you might wanna, You might want to try to aim for that real quick, just to give you some motivation. All right. Let's go ahead and cut it off here. I apologize, guys, for the live chat not working, but these next few days I'm gonna really be up Streamlabs. You know what? I'm gonna be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, goddamn, why is this still not working? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna uninstall OBS today. I'm gonna reinstall it, and then I'm gonna unconnect, reconnect. I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna do everything that they say I should be doing, and I'm gonna do it as much as they tell me to do it until something happens. But we should have the live chat at least by next week. I'm gonna be really pissed if I don't have a live chat by SummerSlam. It shouldn't take that long, or NXT Takeover. But hopefully these will be okay at least by Friday. So be patient with me. Everything will be back to normal. Until then, like the video, subscribe, and check out my content when it comes out. Click the bell to check them out. And by the way, if you missed my second channel, I'm uploading everything on my Patreon. So until then, this is Alyx. Just Alyx signing out right here in Alyx's world. You guys take it easy. I'm out. Peace.